Hello everybody, and thank you, Christoph, for organizing this and for inviting me. I'm talking today here as coordinator of the Language and Leicester Department. So we offer languages, 18 different languages to all the students, university, staff, and also members of the public. We consider that it's important for us providing this opportunity to all the students because learning languages is a window to open their minds and their hearts to other cultures and to other views of the world. Usually people that speak foreign languages tend to be more open-minded and more accepting of other cultures, which in this moment in which we are going through Brexit, and of course it's happening in the UK, which...
Anyone heard of it?
We see that we are looking inwards than upwards. In fostering learning languages is a way to open ourselves to other cultures and other communities and to open our minds. I was looking at some stats, and for example, in Leicester is one of the most multicultural cities in the UK, alongside London. And when I was looking at the languages, I was surprised that, for example, less than three-quarters of the people who live in Leicester, actually English is the modern tongue. Then you have to look at other languages, like for example, Gujarati, Punjabi, Polish, Urdu, Somali, Arabic, Bengali. So we can say that more than quarter of people, they speak other languages. And that's quite important here, because it shows different backgrounds in the city. In our department, we try to do that. We offer all the languages, what we could call the popular languages, or for the university also we call the profitable languages, which could be Spanish, French, German, Japanese, Arabic, Chinese, all in their orders. But we also consider it's important to offer other languages that will be more related to the university, for example, like Polish. Most of the people that, for example, come to learn Polish at the university is because they have some liaisons with people that speak the languages, because my girlfriend, boyfriend, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, etc., have relations with somebody that speaks Polish, so they want to learn it. We also recently started to teach BSL, British language, because we think it's important for inclusion. There is a huge amount of the people in this country, and the reality is that for them communication is really difficult, because unless they learn how to read lips or they get people that actually communicate with them, they get cut off of most of the communication around. So we started that. As well we do now Turkish. It was on the request for students, and other languages as well as Korean, which they don't form part of the Leicester community, but there are many students that wish to learn about the language and learn about the culture. It is also important for us to make the case in the university that it is always important for us to promote those languages, even they are not making a profit, because sometimes the university will consider that we need to try to provide this in a way as making a business for the languages. And we try to say, well, on top of offering the languages that will make a profit for the university and that will be popular, we need to try to foster and provide other languages, even if there are only a handful of students that want to learn those languages. In the future, we also would like to even offer other languages, like they are more related to the Leicester community, like could be Punjabi or Gujarati, because as in the case of Polish, we understand that people that might have liaison with people that speak the language would like to learn about the culture, and that will be a way to provide that insight to the culture through the language. Good thing is our courses are offered to everybody, so everybody from either the students and the public can attend. Unfortunately, there is a small fee that could be paid for the language, but in the case of our department, we have to go through that even for students or staff. We are trying to seek other forms of funding so we can make it even cheapest for people to access. We understand that people who want to learn the language want to do it for many reasons. For many undergraduate students, could be, for example, employability, or because they want to go and have a year abroad. But when the most common answer, and when we ask to all students, why you want to learn the language, is always because I want to learn about the culture. So people is actually interested in learning what's happening about these other cultures that are around in Leicester. And it's not just, because I have a linguistic particular interest, or because I want just to travel there. It's sometimes, no, I won't travel at all, because maybe I'm learning Latin or Asian Greek, to see what was the purpose. And okay, but it's also an insight of different cultures and how they work.